How's it going, people? Welcome
No.
back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Listen, I don't know what happened, yeah? I'm sure I clicked go live about 5-6 minutes ago and we literally started the show and we was talking for a good, it must have been a good 5-6 minutes. We done an intro.
5-6 minutes, yeah.
I told everyone to subscribe to people. I bigged up the sponsor. I said, look in the chat, there's a pinned comment, go to the football. We even went into Man City Palace. We talked about Tottenham a little bit. I was thinking, no, what's actually going on? But I didn't click live.
You missed all of that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't going back. We ain't going back over it now, man. You missed some of the show, man. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, man.
Behind the scenes, Big Six behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We can reenact. We can reenact the whole thing again and act like it never happened.
Yeah, well,
it did happen, though, people. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know what I mean? I'm an honest guy in it, and it didn't. You know what I mean? Like, we were just literally just chatting away, like. You know, just chatting away.
How can I do my intro and everything and no one's here? We're not even live. Nah, I'm moving mad.
We wish it was lies. Trust me, people. We wish it was lies.
But listen, we are here. We are live. You guys are here. There's 2,000 people already. Make sure you guys hit the like button first and foremost, and then scroll down, subscribe to HUGH, SAEED, GRIZZ, Toby, Matisse, and THUGGERY as usual. And we have a special request today. There is a pinned comment in the chat. In that pinned comment is a link to an Instagram post from the Football Content Awards, Best Podcast Premier League. Obviously, last year, if you was with us, we came second, runners-up. We got the Silver Award. This year, we're trying to go for gold, but we need you guys to nominate us in order for us to be up for nomination at the ceremony. So make sure you guys go to that Instagram link and tag us on that post at the Big Six Show. Tag us underneath the post and follow us if you're not following us already. And yeah, aside from that, big up the sponsors too. FM London, like I said, the promotion is coming up to its last month, 10% off all men's items. Use the link below, joggers, boxers, vests, tracksuits, all of that. You can use that link and get yourself 10% off. And we'll get into it, people. Obviously, Champions League draws have been done, so we got a bit to discuss around a few teams here, aside from myself and SAEED, obviously. But yeah, let's get into the biggest game of the weekend so far. Look at Toby smiling. I knew it like that. Let's get into the biggest game of the weekend so far. Man City Palace. Hugh.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest game of the weekend because there's no Big Six teams playing against each other. And with Palace, they beat us in the Etihad last season, and they deservedly beat us. It was the most convincing of drop points, I think, last season entirely. And it's the way Palace play. It frightens me genuinely. If you ask City fans at the start of every season, for the last couple of years, which teams scare us the most, Palace are well up there. Why? It's because they play the way I spoke about, the way Newcastle did last weekend. They got in our faces. They didn't sit back and soak up pressure, allow us to dominate the pitch and dominate the ball. They put pressure on us in areas that we weren't used to, and that's what got them the result last season. I mean, Conor Gallagher and Zaha had absolute stormers last season, and they will feel confident coming up that they can replicate that. So for us, you know, it was drop points against Newcastle last week. We need to get back into the rhythm, back into the flow. We had that amazing charity match last night with Barcelona. Absolutely amazing. For a great cause, I may add, for a fantastic cause, but it probably wasn't needed. I mean, we picked up a few injuries. Calvin Phillips got some sort of an injury that they don't think is going to be longer than expected. Luke Mbete got a pretty bad knock to the head that looks pretty serious, if I'm being totally honest. I hope my prayers are genuine with him. But yeah, it's just about getting back on track, getting the win over Palace. But they do scare me. It's the way they play that scares me. And Patrick Vieira, he knows Man City very well. He clearly has his tail up when he comes up to the Etihad. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good game.
You know what's a shame is that obviously I support Arsenal. We haven't been in a title challenge in a long time. It's been Liverpool and Man City for a while. Man City went through a lot of changes this summer. And I'd say Liverpool went through a big change for themselves with the Mane loss and whatnot. But I can't even ask you if you're worried about this season, because even with that draw against Newcastle, I'm sure you're pretty confident about, again, another title in the bag this season, Hugh.
I hate to say that. I still have that kind of typical City thing in my head that we could slip up and make a balls of it along the way. I mean, even when we were 13 points clear last season and Chelsea were second, I was still saying it's not over till it's over. And we saw that. It wasn't over till literally the last 15 minutes of the season. So I will never go as far as to say we should win the league or we will win the league, or I'm not worried about anybody. I'm as worried about Palace this Saturday as I would be against Liverpool or even Arsenal when the time comes.
Yeah, before the team start.
I don't know if City had the same. I don't know if City had the same defensively I don't know if Diaz is on form. You know, I look at Nathan Ake, all of a sudden he's your kind of like strong point. It sounds mad, but you know.
Well, I said it on a show. I said it on a show a long time ago, and all of you laughed at me. I said Nathan Ake would start for, I think I said 95% of teams in the Premier League, and I still stand by that. I think he's a fantastic defender. But I do think you're right that there is something different defensively. I mean, I watched just the way we got cut open against Newcastle, and even last night in a charity match against Barcelona. There's balls flying past Diaz, and there's balls flying past our fullbacks that didn't used to fly past us. I don't know what's different, but we do look a little bit weaker defensively. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and Palace had a worse team to play against, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I've been impressed by Palace this season, you know what I mean? Eze in the number 8 role, and Zaha now has got a bit more freedom now to go forward, you know what I mean? And be that kind of like, that kind of, you just got a bit more freedom now, whatever he wants to do. Yeah, man. And obviously their defense is quite good as well. So it's going to be a tough game, but I still expect City to get the job done with the firepower that they've got. You know what I mean? I think they can't afford to kind of drop points at home, especially at home. You know what I mean? And I think they'll have enough for Crystal Palace. But like I said, it's not going to be easy game. Vieira, a good manager, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't get spoken about enough, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of managers out there that, you know, haven't got their credentials and, you know what I mean? Hint, hint. But I think Vieira's learned his trade. He went to Nice, went to, I think, is it the Man City group? What's it called? New York FC. Done a bit of time over there. They'll play some good football at Palace, man. But like I said, Man City should have enough to beat Crystal Palace, surely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should. We definitely should. If we're on form, I would expect us to win. But there is that little part of me that there is that little thing that says, you know, if we're off, it could go against us, like it did against Palace last season, against Southampton last season, against Tottenham last season. Those off days, and like you said there, defensively we don't look amazing. Those balls in behind, those balls over the top, fast players like Zaha will exploit that if we're not on form defensively. So that's why I think it could be a bit of a banana skin, but I still expect City to win.
I think Gallagher missing as well is huge. Like Gallagher missing for Palace this season, especially in these big games against these big oppositions. Gallagher played really well against all of these teams. Tottenham, he was brilliant. Home and away, I think he was brilliant against City, brilliant against Arsenal. These big games where they're not going to have as much possession, they're going to look to counter press, or they're going to look to win the ball in midfield and then quickly transition. He was perfect for that. So without him there, I think these kind of games, they'll struggle. I remember when we played them in the semi-final last year in the FA Cup, and you could tell the fact that they didn't have Gallagher in there for this type of game. I think when they're playing against teams they're expected to beat, or they're playing teams in around them, then I think they'll obviously they have Eze, they have their creativity, etc. But I think these big games here, because even against Liverpool away, they were great, but they were very deep. And there was long periods of the match against Liverpool where I didn't see them even come out their half. And I was like, damn, they might not get anything out of this game just sheerly because they're inviting too much pressure. And I think Gallagher helps them escape a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I think you expect City to win, man. They've got too much quality.
What was I going to say? TOBS, obviously, looking at City so far this season, you can see they've made a lot of changes. Do you think they're going to run away with the league this season, or do you think they could be in for it?
I don't think they're going to run away. But they're still my favourites to win it. I think Liverpool will bounce back. I still think those two sides are going to be battling out. Anyone who threatens to challenge, I'm going to need to see this sustained until at least the new year before I can safely say, you know what, yeah, it's more than a 2-horse race here. I just wanted to zero in on that point that Matisse made on Palace. I do actually think that Palace, Gallagher was good in the game, but I look at their midfield now, and I feel like there's a bit more balance in their midfield, even outside of Gallagher, because I feel like Eze can dribble that ball better than Gallagher. Like he may not work as hard.
I'm more talking defensively.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're covering ground, but I'm saying when they have the ball, at their feet, they have someone in Eze who can beat players. He can beat 2-3 players, and I feel like his final ball will be much better than Gallagher's, which will help in transition as well. And I think defensively as well, I think we're sleeping on Decore as well. That's coming to that midfield. The few times I've watched this guy play, he looks clean. He looks like he can do his job defensively and more. And what impresses me is I think on the ball he looks very tidy, and I feel like he looks like a player that could be important for them against Man City. But on your point, generally, Yeah, I still think Man City are the favourites, man. Like, it's way too early. It's way too early to say that they're going to run away with it. And then, like, on Newcastle as well, we just see Newcastle on the weekend. Yeah, Man City created chances, but Newcastle went blow for blow, and they could have easily beaten Man City. Could have easily beaten them.
Premier League's close this year, man. I think it's going to be a close one this year. Teams will beat each other. You know what I mean? It won't be a case of just, you know, teams just like strolling 4 or 5. You know what I mean? It'll be a close league, man. There's teams like Brighton now that, you know, people need to put respect on, man. You know what I mean? And obviously Wolves, I still think they need a striker, but there's more like the technical level of the Premier League now has gone up, man. Like certain midfields are better than certain big teams. You know what I mean? So like the level's gone up, man. So yeah, it's mad, bro. Like that's why I think City might not run away with it as much, but I still think they'll win it. But yeah,
Grizz, haven't heard from you, obviously. Palace, yeah, you're on mute.
Yeah, I don't like football, innit, bro? I don't like football. Football's.
You're familiar with Palace?
yeah.
What do you mean, bloody hell? I don't like football, innit? Football.
Yeah, but you've had 30 years of nothing. This is only what 1 year, man. Chill out, man.
30 years of nothing is like it's taking a piss, innit? We won Champions Leagues in that time. You understand what Champions Leagues are, yeah, and cups and everything. But whatever. Listen, forget that. Yeah, you're right. I think so much money's been spent in the Premier League. It's bound to increase the quality. Like Premier League has gone wild in terms of spending money, and you spend money to bring in quality players. So every team has got quality throughout the squad. Like Newcastle, brilliant example of it. Like last weekend, what a fantastic game of football. I think to a man, normally we'd expect Man City to stroll up there and like barely let them touch the ball, but there was like half an hour where Newcastle were just peppering Man City. You don't see that apart from maybe Liverpool. You don't see that from any other team, including Chelsea. Whatever. There's a different way of playing.
You see that Man from City. Arsenal. Don't you remember when they beat Man City for one half and ended up losing the game? Don't you remember that?
Yeah. No, but that's true though. They did play well for half. But my point being is you very rarely see that. And so I think we're going to see a lot. I think, you know, obviously the Liverpool game so far have highlighted that as well. I think Chelsea going away to Leeds. No one anticipated that. So I think it's going to be a wild season. And I think Hugh is not underplaying it. I think he's real. I think he means it. It's true. It's going to be a wild season. The table is going to be topsy-turvy. It's going to be some mad results until the World Cup. And then we suddenly switch off. And then we have to come back again and start again. So, yeah, man. But Palace are one of those teams where they've got that counter-attacking ability, man. And the Eze, one of the main differences is going to be Eze for Gallagher, as Matisse said. And they're total different players. Like, Gallagher's a monster of a presser. And, like, he's stopped the likes of Gundogan or Silva getting on the ball. Whereas I'm not sure Eze is capable of that kind of play. But Eze is a brilliant carrier of the ball. So that might hurt Man City in a different way. But, yeah, it's an intriguing game, 100%. Especially where they've got a blueprint of how to beat or how to stop Man City. But Pep's such a good coach. You know he's going to have cooked something to counter that this time. And you expect them. For no way they're going to let them not beat them for the third game in a row.
That's the key for me is like they're not going to see the ball, Palace, as much as maybe even, you know, so that's the point on Gallagher. It's not to say Gallagher's a better footballer than Eze, but when you're playing City and you're playing Rodri and you're playing Bernardo and you're playing Kevin De Bruyne and Foden, you're not going to see the ball. So you have to cover the spaces. It's simple. But if Palace is to get anything out of this game, the finishing has got to be clinical. Like even
it's got to be like Zaha's finish. It's got to be like Zaha's finish.
Not the second half finishing, the first half finish. And even Eze had a big chance against Arsenal that he should have took as well. So they got to take their chances otherwise, because City, you know, we know they'll take chances with Haaland. So yeah, they need to take their chances, man.
Yeah, you know what it is? Yeah, as to why I'm less confident that we could run away with the league is because I think it's becoming increasingly clear about that blueprint that GRIZZ said, that when you do go blow for blow with us, even though it is slightly more risky because you could leave space in behind and we could punish you awfully, the blueprint is there that if you do stop allowing De Bruyne and Bernardo and these players to just have free will of the ball and do what they want and put them under pressure and force mistakes on them, it can put us under pressure and it can cause trouble for us and we can concede. And that's what we saw with Newcastle. And that's why I'm fearful of Palace. And that's why I think the more teams that pick up on that and the more teams that put pressure on us in those midfield areas and even on our centre halves who are rarely under pressure can pick up points off us. So I'm less confident than ever that we could run away with it.
It's just that when you look at the improvement, Arsenal have definitely improved. Tottenham have improved. Liverpool, it's hard to really say so far. United and Chelsea, there's no improvement. So regardless of Man City, maybe some weaknesses being exposed or maybe that drop off in quality coming down a little bit. I still think you're too strong. That's why I asked the question. But go on, Hugh, let's get your prediction for that game. Actually, before the prediction, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen. That's your group, right?
Yeah, that's our group. City always get easy groups, is what everyone says, and it's what they're still saying. No, but listen, if we're being honest, it should be a group that we top. We should be beating all those teams home and away. But listen, in these competitions, you never know. I mean, Dortmund away, it's one of those holy grail stadiums that every fan wants to visit at some point. They've got that yellow wall, the atmosphere is raucous, and if we get that away game early doors in the group, it could be a banana skin and sets us off our rhythm for the rest of the group. And who knows what could happen? Sevilla are a club with European pedigree. Granted, not so much in the Champions League. They still have European pedigree, and they won't. Like, these teams won't lie down to us. I still think we should win. We should win this group comfortably, but you never know. There's some great away trips. I gave TOBS stick before we went live for getting really excited over their draw, and I do apologize because I'm very excited about my draw as well for the experiences, the footballing experiences that I'm looking forward to hopefully having if I can get tickets.
Hugh potentially is going to go to Copenhagen, Seville, and Dortmund. Like, those are places that you would holiday to, and now you potentially go there to watch your team play. That's fantastic, bro.
Exactly, man. I'm excited to experience these new places.
Why would you go to Copenhagen for a holiday? Why would you go Copenhagen for a holiday?
Why wouldn't you
go, man? Great beer in Copenhagen. That's
why would you go Germany for a holiday?
Why not?
Same thing.
Why not?
Why wouldn't you go to Germany for a holiday?
You just said anything to be excited. You just said anything to be excited.
I don't say anything to be excited. I've been to Berlin, Munich. I've been to Cologne. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you go to Germany for a holiday? Not everyone goes to Dubai for their holidays every year like you. So
family man.
Go Germany, innit? Go Germany.
I will go Germany. I'll go Germany, bro.
You just said anything, man. Just anything. Just like exciting to go to Germany. Look at the teams he mentioned. Copenhagen. Whoa, we're gonna go to Copenhagen. What and do
Copenhagen?
What?
What's wrong? Wait. What's your beef with Copenhagen?
No, but it's not Copenhagen. But you're making it sound like they're the hotbeds of football in Europe.
No, I'm not making it sound like that.
That's what you're doing. You're saying this is mad. No, it's not. So it's a dead destination and it's dead football atmosphere.
You think it's dead? Why is it dead?
You turned it into like we're getting San Siro. Yeah, we're gonna sell the atmosphere. Okay, I'll give you the yellow wool. I give you Dortmund.
You know what it is? No, wait. What do you mean? Seville? Seville's not a nice place to go to? What?
Go and have a cornetto, man. Do what you gotta do, man.
Can I just say as well?
You know what is Grizz? Grizz is angry.
No, it's cool. No, I'm not angry.
No,
I'm not angry.
Grizz is upset because Liverpool. He feels that Liverpool have got the hardest draw of all the English groups.
I never said that.
His frustrations on me. It's not gonna fly.
I think if we're comparing,
not gonna happen, bro.
I think Liverpool have probably the most interesting away days. But to point out as well what he was saying as well, to build on it, is people forget Sheriff beat Real Madrid in the Santiago Bernabeu last season, and they the holders. So when he says these banana skins, I fully get it, and he means it, because you have to watch out for these teams. You can write them off all you want, but at the end of the day, Barcelona got dropped into the Europa League last year. It's happened to Man United as well. So it can happen. So you have to be careful, man, because these teams can turn you over. It only takes one game.
Viewers from Copenhagen are fuming at Grizz right now.
Trying to get the excuses in already. Like, what's going on, lads? Like, you know what I mean? Where's the chest right?
No, it's not excuses. Just respect to the Europe, innit? Respect to the European mandem.
It is respect, but you expect Man City.
I feel like you're getting excuses in, guys. Come on,
no.
Listen, you chat when you're in the Champions League. You talk when you're in the Champions League.
Oh, right.
How was your draw?
When is your draw? City's history, man. How does that feel, man?
Man says speak when you're involved.
Sevilla, I've got a bigger pedigree in Europe than Man City. How does that feel?
Oh shit! True facts.
You can't say anything there. Sure.
It's soon come.
It's been a while, you know. It's been a while. Sure.
That hurt Hugh's heart. I can see it.
You know what I mean, man? Don't chat to me, innit? Like, you know.
Listen, chat to me when you finish above us in the league. Finish above us in the league, and we'll talk again. You're still not at my table.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
This guy.
Hugh.
But go ahead. Sorry to cut you off, bro.
3-1 City.
3-1 City. Where are we? There we are. SAEED.
I'm gonna go with. Let's see, will Crystal Palace score? I'm going to go with 2-0 City.
2-0. Grizz.
3-0. 3-0 City. Sorry, I'm doing a Toby. I'm so sorry.
TOBS.
3-1. Man City.
3-1. Matisse.
Yeah, I think 3-1 as well. Just with the.
Oh, such a boring prediction from Matisse again, man.
What do you mean again?
Boring.
What do you mean again?
Nah, someone needs to give GRIZZ a chill pill because he's in a madness right now.
I'm tired of this boring.
What do you expect?
Everything.
GRIZZ is not used to the current predicament right now. 2 points.
I'm Aggie.
He's irritated. As simple as that.
I am.
He's irritated.
Man. What the hell?
Deal with it. You lot grown men. Deal with it. I'm Aggie. What?
His GRIZZ is on smoke.
Just for that, I hope your team lose this weekend, man.
What? Were you not hoping that they lose anyway?
Do your prediction, innit?
I hope your team lose this weekend, pussy.
Toby is so jarred, man. He didn't even say that to me, and I can get how somebody would get so rattled by that. It's the way he said it. It's the way he said that last word. How do you respond to that?
No, but I thought he said it like a pussy. He's like, I hope you lose, pussy. And then he's just like,
jarring guy.
So Matisse, you sticking with your 3-1 or you changing it?
No, I'm sticking with the 3-1.
No, I'm just saying it's boring, man.
No, cool.
GRIZZ is not going to pressure me into changing predictions.
I don't want you to change it. I don't want you to change it.
I'm going to round off the 3-1 predictions with a 3-1 of my own. So that's all of them predictions in. As usual, I ain't banged one yet, but it is what it is. We'll wait and see.
Oh,
Let's get the super chats. Anything on? Yep, here we go. Wee Snooker says, I think City will really be up for it after not scoring against Palace last season. Chelsea beat us 3 times out of 3. Then we were so hungry at Stamford Bridge. On City, I think, is that the only one on City? Yeah, it is the only one on City. I'll bring the other ones in when we're talking about those clubs, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button. There's 4.8k in the building. I don't even think we've touched 1,000 likes yet. Have we? No, we haven't touched 1,000 likes yet. We need to touch.
That's why I'm angry. How can we not touch 1,000 likes by now? It's 5k in the building and we haven't touched 1k. Like, are you lot taking a piss like Man United?
Whoa. Bloody, what have we done to you, man?
He is proper. Listen, don't let Liverpool fall outside. Like, don't let Liverpool get into a top 4 battle this year because I don't think GRIZZ will be able to handle it like the rest of us. We can handle that.
Up, man. He's gonna get beat up.
Can you imagine after all that if GRIZZ is in the top 4 race with all of us? Oh, it'd be beautiful. Oh,
I would love it. I would love it.
I love it.
I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life. Stop it.
The life now. The life coach.
Where was I? All predictions in, likes up, people. 2,000 by the time the show ends. Subscribe to the man them, and most importantly, today there's a pinned comment in the chat. Whilst there's 4.9k here, go over to Instagram, use that link, and tag us below that post. Best podcast Premier League at the Football Content Awards. Make sure below that post you do at the Big Six Show. Follow us if you're not following us, and we keep it moving, people. On to Southampton United. Kicking off the weekend, Casemiro through the door, buzzing after the Liverpool win, smiling, SAEED.
Yeah, man, it's positive vibes, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, it was a good win. I enjoyed it, but I think I'm moving on now, innit? Like, the feelings, you know, there's a bit. I think this is a bigger game than the Liverpool game, if I'm being honest with you. And it might sound crazy to a lot of people, but it's the game after the game we kind of set the precedent in it. So it's always the next game you look at and think, you know what, can you react well? Can you do the same things that you were doing? And can Casemiro fit in there? Can the team keep their shape? Can we press? Can we have that intensity? You know, I think it's a bigger game, and it's one that Ten Hag's watching, thinking, you know what? I see the standard that you set now against Liverpool. Can you match against Southampton, where you know you might think that you're gonna just boss them around and you're gonna get a win, but it's not gonna be easy. I think to be fair, with Southampton, it's a tricky one, isn't it? They're a team that just yo-yo in it. They have good form, they had bad form. They struggled towards the end of the season. I think they've not won since the Leicester game. Che Adams all of a sudden is a goal scoring machine, gets 2 goals. Lovely second goal by the way. But I just think we'll have too much for these lot. I genuinely do. I think with this game, they're a young team. I think they've got the youngest squad in the league, average age-wise. I think if we can compose ourselves and be authoritative and do what we did against Liverpool, I think we've got more quality, man. It's just again, it's about application. If we apply ourselves and we show the little simple things, we can beat Southampton. I think we will beat Southampton. So it'll be interesting if Casemiro starts from the off. I think he should, because he's had a full pre-season. You know what I mean? I think he even played in the Super Cup as well. Keep the back four the same. And I think Martial might come back in there and give us that kind of form that he gave us over pre-season. Because Ten Hag saw a lot in Martial, and I think he's going to have faith with him. I think Ronaldo will be dropped again, whether he likes it or not. That's just down to the manager. I think the manager now is looking at the team rather than individuals, man. Too many managers in the past have done that. And, you know, like I said, it's about for us just keeping momentum, man. I think we win the next 2 games, go into the Arsenal game. We've got more than enough to kind of, you know, then build a bit of confidence, build a momentum. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm confident coming to this one. You know what I mean? Like I said, if we even get a draw out of this one, I'm fuming, man, because we need to win Southampton. I don't want to be this yo-yo team. And look at this guy, man. Yo, listen, Steve, just enjoy your night off, man. Bloody hell, mate. Like, well, you know what, Steve? Yeah, he's so like obsessed with United, man. It's a joke, man. Just Steve, like, chill out. Just come from Barcelona, man. Just have a night off, chill with the kids. You know what I mean? Like, bloody hell, mate. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm confident in this game. Casemiro comes in. We've got a bit more quality in there. I think Martial coming back in. You know, I think we'll have enough for Southampton. I don't know what you guys think, but I think there should be, the reaction should be there. I think the momentum should carry us into Southampton. If we don't, then bloody hell. It's same.
I know what you mean by it's bigger. I don't think it's bigger, but I think it's
more significant then.
A lot of people expect you lot to come back down to earth against Southampton, including me. I'm not too sure, because Southampton, yeah, like you said, they're a yo-yo club. But so far this season, what was it? They got smashed by Tottenham after going a goal up.
Yeah.
Then what was it? They beat Leicester 2-1 last week, innit?
They drew 2-2 with Leeds.
Fulham, yeah.
But didn't they come back against Leicester and win? Or was
they beat Leicester? They beat Leicester. They beat Leicester.
Yeah,
they beat Leicester.
It could be a tricky one. That's why I understand what you mean about the bigger game, because the Liverpool game, you man are always up for it, even
yeah, exactly. So it's almost like, you know, like these are the kind of games where they're the real test, where, you know, you go away to Southampton, early kickoff. I don't really like early kickoffs, man. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have 5:30 kickoffs, and when everyone's watching, the whole world's watching. I think these 12:30 kickoffs, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to bring excuses, but it's just one of them games where, you know, anything can happen, like, you know, and when a team's up for it on that day, you know what I mean, the momentum carries on. But I feel like for me, you know, this is a test for these players, man, because at the end of the day, it's easy to get yourself up when the adrenaline's up, when the fans are, you know, kind of like giving you that, being that 12th man, you know what I mean? So it's easy to do that, but then it's, you know, this is even harder to go Southampton and impose yourself now. I think maybe the game against Liverpool, we could drop off a little bit. We can, you know, go on the counter attack. Southampton, you need to impose yourself now. Be on the front foot. You know what I mean? You go at them rather than you taking a lot from Southampton. And that's what Brighton and Brentford did to us, and we just kind of let them do what they had to do. So we need to impose ourselves against Southampton 100%.
Anyone think they'll do that, or people think it's going to be a tricky one?
It's a weird game, right?
I think it's a big test. It's going to be an opportunity for United to show whether that was just a one-off fantastic performance in a Man United Liverpool game, like you said, where they're always up for it anyway, or whether it's actually the beginning of something really good and they can build momentum on it. So it's just a test for Man United to see where they're really at.
I think I'm intrigued to see his selection. I think if he continues to be big ball, like, you know what I mean, show big balls and continue dropping, he's got to be the big dog there now, man. He's got to take over, and he's made a good start with the Man United selection, the Liverpool selection. Now he's got to go there and show them that, because if he starts Ronaldo back and then Maguire back and slowly start, then you know that he's you know what I mean, he's succumbed to player power, so to speak. But if he goes there and picks, you know, the team that he thinks, possibly maybe one change, I don't know, SAEED will know more. Obviously Martial, two changes, yeah. So something like that, then you know he's keeping it real and keeping it moving. And I agree with SAEED. I think this is a massive test. Yeah, not a bigger test than Liverpool in terms of the rivalry, but Southampton always been a sticky game for these guys for a lot. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It can be tricky up there. You know what I mean? And with the early kickoff and that, and Southampton found a little bit of form as well. So yeah, man, I'm anticipating quite the game, man. I don't think it's going to be a stroll in the park.
No. That's why you got to just respect them, innit? And just go at them.
I like that comment from Cam's. Just the narrative is that Man United are usually up for Liverpool, but they're not. Lost twice last season, got slapped, and first win in 6 years. Thanks for Cam's putting that in there. It's very important to put that very important factual statement in there.
You know, I think they're up for Liverpool. We just said we smoked them, man. You know, you can't. You're disrespecting us there. We're up for it. They're up for it.
You can be up for a game, but to get slapped, I don't know.
You can get slapped, man. They're up for it every time, man. The crowd be's up for it. They look to bully us, but this time we were shit. That's the only difference. Liverpool Man United games are always people up for it, man. Come on,
they were defeated before they even stepped on the pitch last season. Typically, you're right, but last season they weren't.
Yeah, Ollie in it, Ollie though, man.
No chance. But no, I think what GRIZZ said was the point to make, right? Because Southampton in recent seasons have actually been quite good against Man United. I think they beat I'm pretty sure did they beat you at St. Mary's last season? When was it a draw or was it a loss? I can't remember.
It was a draw, but it should have beat us. It was a draw, but it should have beat us.
Yeah. So I'm talking. People said we beat them 9-0. I'm talking about at their ground at St. Mary's. Southampton.
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. I can't remember. I think it's been
1-1. It was 1-1.
1-1. Yeah. Sorry. So it's been a couple of seasons. Probably like you ain't beaten them there in like the last 3-4 seasons.
Yeah. I think 2 seasons ago, Cavani. We're going 3-1.
Okay. Yeah. So the point I'm making is they all 12:30 kickoff as well. Like you teams tend to be quite sluggish, and like with the way they play as well, the worst thing you can do is put in a sluggish performance against Southampton. But in all honesty, like, come on, Southampton, you've got to be coming here and taking 3 points, surely.
Yeah, of course, man. And anyone that thinks differently, like I said, you know what I mean. You need to understand that we need to go and win these kind of games. As simple as that, man. You know what I mean? Like the game against Brentford, why I said that was because of the reaction that I got from Brentford. The reaction I got from Liverpool now is like a case of now, right? Build on that now.
So yeah, I was going to ask, has that much changed from Brentford, where you're like now you're ready to win matches? Because against Brentford, you were like you're happy to take a draw. Yeah,
because you know what it is. It's just because of the manner in which we like beat Liverpool and the way, you know, I was looking for simple stuff being done well. If you do them simple stuff being done well, then now that's why I'm looking for the reaction, and I want us to kind of be in that right mentality, that right frame of mind. Say, right, go at Southampton, look to win the game, rather than looking to be hesitant. Now you've gone to Liverpool, you're on a high moment now. Now go in with that full of confidence and go and attack. If you go into our shells, then obviously, like I said, Southampton can play on that and try to look to kind of get us. But for me, you have to go into this game more positive than I did against Brentford. Simple as that.
So is it the same like for like, with exception of McTominay for Casemiro then? Is that what
Martial comes in for Elanga, I reckon.
Yeah, Martial comes for Elanga, Casemiro comes in for McTominay. But like I said, you know, I mean, we'll find out, because I don't know. Like, it's easy for me just to say that, but
you have to be ready. Yeah, they just come back from injury, isn't it, Martial?
The manager.
So he's Precious tomorrow, right?
Wants fit players, fit. Like
Precious tomorrow. If Maguire and Ronaldo are not there and Shaw, then you know he's turned. Well, you think he's starting to turn the corner.
Toby, you been here?
What's that?
Man said, have you been here?
Is that Sicily? Mm-hmm.
I've never been. No.
Yeah, that's where you need to draw. Who plays in Sicily? Which Champions League team plays in Sicily?
I don't know. I've been to Milan.
So you don't know this game.
I've been to Rome.
Copenhagen, you know. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
This guy's really
for Copenhagen.
My comment about Copenhagen.
He hyped.
Yo, Turkish. What's the percentage of Danish people that watch this show?
No, big up Copenhagen. No, the people.
Listen,
no, big up Copenhagen. The people.
GRIZZ is finished in Denmark.
Big up Copenhagen.
When we go on tour, don't take GRIZZ to Denmark. Can't take you.
No.
We can't take you. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is he bigged up the atmosphere. It's like the grounds. Like we were talking about Champions League heritage and grounds to everything.
Copenhagen's a nice city, bro.
Family man,
Nice city, man.
man of the community.
What he means,
What's
yeah,
happening?
Someone in the Europa League could say Copenhagen, and that's basically what he means. It's not a Champions League city.
Yeah.
No, I get that, but that wasn't my point. My point was more around going to the areas, bro. Because if you look at our group isn't a Champions League group, in my opinion. We were in the Conference League last year. Frankfurt were in the Europa League.
That's why I said it. You understand now?
And Marseille were in the Europa League
Cecilia.
as well. But they're still good away destinations to go to, right?
Yeah, they're still nice. Yeah, European spots. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Stop hating.
They're gonna ban you from coming to Copenhagen now. You're
Big
not
Six
allowed
are
to.
never going to Denmark. The Big Six
It wouldn't
are
be the
chalk to Denmark. then.
it wouldn't be the first country, brother.
Oh my god.
Where was we? Prediction time, Saeed. Go on, hit us with the prediction.
Prediction. I'm gonna go with 3-1 United.
Oh, the chest is back.
3-1 United.
Anyway,
This is where it gets dangerous.
dangerous, but you know what? We're here. You know what I mean? We're here.
On this comment, we are planning a live show. Obviously, the first live show will be in London. Our audience is worldwide, but if you're from London, and if you've already subscribed to the official website and you're taking part in the prediction league, the first set that will know about the live show will be through email. So whoever signed up to the website will get first dibs on it. But after London, we want to do Manchester and get obviously closer to Steve as well, get him on board as well, Saeed on board. Saeed's going to be at this one, and Steve will probably be at this one anyway. But London, Manchester, then eventually Europe. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
Copenhagen for this guy.
Dublin. Get the lads to Dublin.
Yeah, we've actually quite a bit of our percentage is from Dublin viewers. So yeah, why not? We'll look at where our viewership comes from, and we'll make sure we hit up the right spots.
Yeah.
But look out for that.
Stopped many time in a chipper in Dublin being told fuck Chelsea. It's a common thing. Last time I was in Ireland, so
You get that a lot. You get that
there's
a lot.
The Dubs are serious. They know what they're doing.
Wonderful.
Go on,
wonderful.
I'm going 2-2.
Ooh.
Family
man is angry today, man.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Tell me what you want me to say. I'll say.
This is out of spite, innit? This is out of spite for what happened at Old Trafford. I see what's going on.
I'm saying 2-2.
Oh, man, he's bottom of the league. What's the forfeit this season, by the way?
Well, next week's show on Thursday will confirm that. When we do the predictions for the season, we'll confirm the forfeit. We'll confirm what the winner gets as well. So we'll do all of that next Thursday.
2-2. I'm sticking with it.
Tobs?
2-1 Man United.
2-1 United. Matisse?
2-0 United.
2-0 United. 2-2. Hugh?
Why is no one laughing at Turkish's prediction?
They're all shocked
2-2.
that they 3-1.
You can't tell the same joke twice. It's never funny.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I'm 1-1.
1-1.
Blood fire. What is going on here?
I'm not convinced that easy. One win isn't going to convince me that Man United.
I'm not convinced on Man United either yet, but I think Southampton really don't convince me yet either. I know they fought back against Leeds, but I don't know, man. They I'm not sure.
Leicester.
So Leicester, yeah.
So that's all the predictions. I think we've got a few super chats in on United. We just got one here. Let me just save that there. Where are we? Here we are. Ash, the United team that was going to win the Prem last year will have 200 million spent on it by September the 1st. Top 4 is a must for the, quote, elite manager Ten Hag. Pressure's on. Wayne says, big up Saeed and the rest of the panel. Best football show on YouTube. Love for the love, Wayne. I'm sure you've hit the like button already, but if you haven't, people, make sure you do the same. Let me save this one here as well because they're coming in thick and fast. Van Persie, the legend, back again. Funny, all the protests and negativity has gone after one win. Southampton will win. I'll burn my Van P 07 shirt if United win. What does Tob tap in?
That one is actually a good one. What does tap in mean?
Oh, come on, man. It just...
What? It's just when them classic football names, like.
Yeah, all right, cool, okay.
Yeah,
that's the one we could actually.
Old pod.
He sacked his marketing manager since.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know Grizz Teta was better.
Alan Titchmarsh back in the building. I'm not saying the Glazers are good football owners, but I've done some gardening with Malcolm, Avram, and Joe, and they are very fine gentlemen. Saeed, where's your chest? Says Orange. We've got another one here. That's a Tottenham one. LJ says, Saeed, I agree, but you forgot to say Maguire replacing Koulibaly. The fridge to the bridge.
Yeah, hashtag that, man. Big up to LJ.
Bashar says, teams in Sicily are Palermo and Catania. Napoli is a different region, guys. Big up all, and I'm terrified from my interview. Horrible.
That looks bad on Grizz, man.
You giving us bad geography lessons or what?
What's Napoli for Sicily, and then just, yeah.
I was just testing your reaction. None of you lot moved.
Yeah, look at you, bro. Testing.
None of you lot moved when I said a dumb statement like that.
Maro, oh, we've got Shamak here as well now. The family man is putting out his frustrations on Copenhagen. We could probably beat you, man, in the form you are in. Bring back Daniel Agger.
Yo, the Danish are out strong to defend themselves this evening. I like it.
I love it.
Why the hell you called Maro and Shamak though, my guy? Can you change that?
I mean,
maybe he supports Bordeaux in his spare time. I don't know.
Right, cool.
Look at my jelly head in his hair as well. Look at my jelly head. Look at my jelly head, man. I don't even want Turkish to bring up his head again, but look at my gel he had in his head.
Shamak.
Yeah, that was a style back in the day, though, man. In the late,
he bathed his head.
Yeah, all the time, every time, so much.
Man.
That's why some of his headers were wild. You see some of his heading ability in it. Wild.
Matisse, you're up next. Chelsea, Leicester, Aubameyang, Fofana. We've discussed them in abundance, but Gordon. I know TOBS wants to touch on Gordon because he mentioned it before the stream. But yeah, talk to us.
Yeah, I don't get it. 60 million rejected. I don't know what happened or what he did to be valued at this price. I think he's a player of potential, but all of his goals I've seen are deflections. His output is quite low. Obviously, he's in a poor team, but he's not exactly knocking on the door for the England squad or anything as of yet. I really don't get where football's going with these prices, especially in this league. You know, you used to have to have actually done a big season to get this price. I'm talking one season and you've done, you know, even a Darwin Núñez at Benfica, and then you get that price. He hasn't even had a big season yet. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know where he's going to play. Maybe he's going to go at right wing back, which would tell me James would go in the back three. But then why are we going for Fofana? If he's going forward in the front three, then his output would need to drastically go up. His finishing would need to drastically go up. His dribbles attempted versus completed would need to drastically go up. And when you spend 60 million, 70 million on a player, you expect them to go into your 11 immediately and to improve your first 11 and improve your team immediately and to deliver. And I don't think he's at that point yet. I think he's still a player that's developing. He's still going to need his highs and lows. He's still going to need time. And we don't have time because as much as I love all of the young players that we're bringing in, which is wonderful, eye on the future and all that, we have a top 4 fight, biggest fight of our lives. And we need players that are ready to deliver right now. So, because the team's not perfect. If the team was perfect and we was adding him in as a filler, great, but the team's not perfect. So I don't quite get it. I'm not going to say I get it just because Thomas Tuchel wants him. If he wants him, great, we get him for him, but then he has to make it work and it needs to work. He's 21 years old. So yeah, I'm a little bit perplexed, to be honest. But we'll see if that one actually happens. But yeah, outside of that, we just have to beat Leicester because we really shagged ourselves against Leeds massively. You know, we expect to win that game. We get absolutely thumped. And I think confidence, you know, to get it back up to where it needs to be, they need to go and bounce back against Leeds. And I was at the open training session there a couple of days ago, and I was watching the shooting drills, and I can't lie, it was very, very apparent that why we don't finish on the football pitch in the 90 minutes. You could see it in training, just the finishing. And I've seen it before. I've seen clips before online where the finishing's been pretty poor. So it translates, and that's when there's no pressure, there's no crowd, there's no defenders. It was literally just layoffs into the coach and then bang, take the shot, simple. And people are missing the target. So there's a lot of work to be done. And I said it after Tottenham, nothing's changed. There's a lot of work to be done. So right now, the team's pretty predictable in terms of who's going to play because there's been injuries in midfield. same old. You know, no violence for that, because we should know at this point these players are injury prone.
Who's out?
Kova might be back, but I don't like Kova coming back because then he gets injured again because we rush him back. So really what we should have is somebody that we can trust instead of rushing Kova, rushing Kante, but maybe we'll end up rushing him and hopefully he's okay. And then the front three, really the front three that play is the only front three that are guaranteed to be here, which is Mount, Havertz and Sterling. Everybody else is kind of up in the air in terms of their future. I think Hudson-Odoi is about to go on loan to Bayer Leverkusen, which I'm very excited about. He can go play with Diaby and them, man. So yeah, we just have to win. But Leicester, I know you guys beat them, but they could still cause problems. They've still got good players. They might have their heads elsewhere. One of them being the centre back, which hopefully he probably won't play. But yeah, they still have quality, so we have to be careful, man.
You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say, man, you and Liverpool have caught life this weekend. You're facing an injury-savvy, you know, Leicester, devoid of confidence. Manager could be sacked, and of course, obviously, we'll jump into Liverpool. They're playing Bournemouth. You guys have caught life. I think this is a perfect game to build just a confidence booster for Chelsea, and it will literally be that. Like, you cannot take anything away from this game. Literally, this game is about getting the 3 points and getting the hell out of there. Because I don't think it will show you guys anything in terms of, because I just feel like this Chelsea team against Leicester might not be the kind of test that you guys need.
What do you mean?
Go on, sorry.
What tactically you don't think it's the right game for us?
Because of the way Leicester are the minute, you know, the way that the managers might be getting sacked in a minute.
You think he's on the verge of being sacked?
Yeah, I think so, man. And I think it's a bit harsh, to be honest with you, because it's not really his fault that Leicester in free fall.
I think he should have walked. I think he should have walked away last season. I think you win the FA Cup. You know, you're on the cusp of Champions League. You do as much as you can. Leicester are not meant to be there, you know, with the spend and everything. They're meant to be lower. He's overachieving. You see contracts are running out for key players. For me, you say, listen, I've taken a trophy out of this. I'm going to walk it and keep it moving. So yeah, but you know, even with all that drama going on around for them, we still have to really step up. I'm hoping to see a better performance and a reaction, to be honest, because yeah, like I said, last week was painful. So
no, I'm with SAEED. I'm with SAEED, you know, on this one. I don't think either of our clubs could have chosen a better. If it comes back to bite me in the ass, fuck it. Who cares, man? But Leicester City as well. Obviously, we're going to touch on Liverpool, but Leicester City is a dead team at the moment. All their players don't want to play for them. The big boys not even in the squad. Aging centre backs. Brendan Rodgers should walk, man. He ain't getting backed for shit. Like, even if they get rid of let's say they get rid of Fofana and Tielemans in the window, like they most likely will. How are they looking to replace them in the last 2-3 days?
Now many people are going out of contract as well next summer.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess that Leicester City suddenly, in a space of 2 years, is going to become. I'm telling you, they're fighting relegation hard this season, and Chelsea going to want to come back hard, man. Too. You know what I mean? They know what they've done. Nobody needs to tell Chelsea fans or Tuchel for that matter how they performed last week, and they're going to want to come and show something. So, and Kovacic coming back is huge for them because. Kovacic is, for me, you know, one of the best in his position in Europe, man. So, and, you know, I mean, you're going to want to get off the mark in terms of goals. Sterling at home. Havertz has got to shine somewhere.
He needs to score.
He's got to score a goal. You know what I mean? Like, I brought you into my FPL team this week, brother.
So this is what the problem is.
You understand what the problem is? So,
you jinxed my brother.
No, I'm captaining him. Let me tell you that as well. So,
wow. Yeah.
So, come on, man. Yeah, he needs to put that. Yeah, he's gonna score. He's gonna score.
Wow,
Havertz.
This weekend, you're captaining Havertz.
You're mad. I can't lie.
I do captaining Havertz this weekend. Grizz, you're a liar.
He's definitely lying. Of course, he's
definitely lying.
Of all the fixtures this weekend, Havertz is going to be your captain.
Havertz or Haaland?
Of course, it's Havertz. What about Jesus against Fulham? There's a few options.
Jesus against Fulham.
Who you got Bournemouth?
So hold on. Do you know who I done last week? Everyone done Haaland and everyone done Salah and all this business. I mean, you know who I done last week? Zaha, because I got to be different. Because I'm behind already. So I done Zaha and he got me a couple of goals and this and that. You have to do differentials, brother. Differentials. You don't know this game.
You are joking about Havertz, though, aren't you? You are joking.
He is joking.
He is.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Look at
I'm
his
joking.
face.
No, but it's all good
I'm
with
joking.
Havertz because he has the most runs into
definitely
the box.
joking.
In the Premier League, he has, in terms of stats, he has the most runs into the box. What he
I
does
got him
when
in
he
the
gets
team
there
though.
is a different
I got
story.
him,
But he
he
has
needs
the
to
most
score.
runs in.
He's been on the edge of so many things. You're right, and obviously, Matisse knows more. He looks like scoring every game, yet doesn't
Doesn't,
score ever. It's
Yeah,
mad.
man. Yeah, I need him to score. I'm not worried about Sterling, to be honest. I think he was our brightest spark in the first bit of the game with Cucurella against Leeds. I think I want to see more of that down the left. Probably throw Mount over there as well. But yeah, I need a goal for Kai, man. I don't care how it goes in off your knee, off your head. I don't care, bro. You just need to get a goal because
What happens to the lineup with Ober in it?
He's not here.
No, what happens to the lineup?
I don't know. I mean,
Oba played last night and scored for Barca.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, does he play down the middle? Does he play off the left? I've seen him play both for Arsenal. It depends on the situation. I think if you're playing against a low block, maybe you'd play him off the left. If you're playing against a high line, maybe you play him down the middle. That's kind of how just the bare basics I would look at it. In terms of hold up play, maybe you would have Kai and then you just let Oba run beyond him and then move Sterling to the right. I don't know how it's going to work. Kai could easily get dropped as well, easily for him if he doesn't put a ball in the back of the net soon. Because obviously Mount's a key player for Tuchel as well. Broya is injured at the moment. I don't know if he's back. I've seen
He's back.
Kai coming. He's back.
No, it's Aubameyang. Yeah.
Oh,
this is what Turkish is saying. If he comes in, so but it would, huh?
With Havertz, you know when he was playing well at Bayer Leverkusen, was it Schick in front of him and he was almost second striker?
He played up front as well. After lockdown, I watched because obviously there was only Bundesliga. Remember, the Premier League wasn't on yet, so everybody was flocking to Bundesliga to watch it. He played up front and he scored a fair few goals. When I watched him,
I reckon your scouts are only watching
what
Bundesliga.
second half
of the season. Yeah.
But the season, Kai,
the second,
he comes alive in the second half of the season. Whoop-de-doo. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, the second half of the season is not exactly golden boot level. So it would need to be an astonishing second half of the season for that to be justified or even be nearly okay. But it's not. So but in the Bundesliga, he's very versatile. He played equal amount of games on the right wing, up front, 10. But it's a different league. It's a different ball game, more time and space. So. But yeah, I think for us, I'm still confident though. Going into it, I think we just need. I
think you should win. But I want to zero in on your chat with Gordon, and very rarely do we align on points. But I think everything you said about Gordon is spot on. Like, he looks a good player, and he's one of those players that you can actually see that he's got talent, and for the right price, if you had a perfect squad, then. Yeah, why not have a good English youngster in your ranks? But I feel like he doesn't come in and upgrade some of the. He doesn't provide an upgrade to some of the players that you have right now at this current stage of his career. And two, the price is absolutely insane. We talk about the likes of Man United ruining the market, bruv. Chelsea, 62 million on Cucurella, who is sick. Fair enough. Almost 80 million on Fofana, who's sick, fair enough. But you can almost justify, say they're really good players. Oh, so we're pushing the boat out. But 60 million on Gordon, I'm still scratching my head. I just don't understand where that price has come from.
And by the way, that's not even agreed because they rejected that.
It's so mental. Like, why are you still trying?
I don't have a clue.
I just don't understand it.
I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. Even Aubameyang, Aubameyang will be, 30 million euros max, 25 million pounds. I can handle that. I think it's a way better option than going for Ronaldo. So I can take that, and it's just short term, and he's worked with Tuchel before. But Gordon, I don't get it, man. It's no disrespect to the player, but I don't get it.
Being financial experts and just say that this is what the market is, isn't it? Like, I know we can analyze, how much people are going to spend on certain players, but this is the market now. Why are people surprised? Like, post Super League now, it's getting ridiculous. Teams are spending money now. And I think it's a good thing because now owners have to invest in squads. They have to invest in teams, and they can't do the bare minimum to get where they want to be now. It makes it a better league. So
even there's comparisons in the chat to Richarlison. I'm sorry, I don't think that's even close to a comparison. Richarlison's at least done season in, season
he's
out,
done
proven it. Yeah, like Gordon's literally only done one season. I can remember, which was last season.
And he's not even done a season.
Didn't even do anything.
Not even done a season, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he got 6 goals or something. I don't know, 4 goals. I don't know. Like,
he's one of them players that he looks nice when you, as I said, when you watch him play,
man.
When you
he's
watch him
not a
play,
bad player, you know. Like,
he's not. But
that's what we're
the
saying.
point is, he's not 60, 70 million. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's what Tottenham valued him at, which was what, 30, 35. You went for him.
I think we valued him at like 30, 35 million.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
with the right coaching, with the right coaching, and the way he's got raw attributes and raw talent. I hate saying it because he's a rat. Yeah, I can't stand him. Yeah, I can't. No, but generally as well. Forget the Evertonian bit. Like, he's a diver. He's a pure cheat, pure diver, pure nasty guy. One of those ones that you slap up in school. Like, you know what I mean? And it still gets up. Why are you getting up? And you slap him again. You know what I mean? So, but he's, as a footballer, he's very, very good. 60 million's wild. 60 million's wild. Do
you think he goes straight into the 11 and starts?
No, I think your point was bang on. If your squad was settled and you was banging in goals and you added this guy to your squad, I'd think, they're planning ahead. But as you said, you need finishers, prime finishers now. You need goal scorers now. Him and Sterling won't be the answer to your problems right now. I already discussed Sterling and how he's an elite chance creator, but not a goal scorer, as he proved the other day as well. Yeah. Created so many situations, but didn't finish them. So Gordon, it's one of those ones. It's wild. It's 60 million. It don't make sense to me. I agree with you. But who else is a prolific finisher out there? I don't know. The market.
It's not even just finishers, though. It's elite passers. You know, look at the pass that Kevin De Bruyne played for Bernardo Silva the other week. It was ridiculous. We don't have. I've said it so many times on the show. We don't have a single player who can pass like that in the center of the pitch. Like, if Chelsea play through the middle and they pass the ball into the half space, there's nobody that can take the ball in that number 10 area or zone and play that final pass with the perfect weight, with the perfect precision, with the perfect pace to that level, and can consistently create chances. You know where De Bruyne this season is going to be at the top for big chances created in the league. You know that. And there's a certain amount of caliber of player in this league that are going to be in that bracket. We don't have that. We have bits and pieces, you know, and you know, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't.
Benacer from AC Milan, he'll be unreal in that Chelsea team. But,
I've heard good things about him. Yeah, I've heard, but we have to start putting respect on Serie A, because I don't think AC Milan, Inter Milan are selling anymore like that. I think they're trying to build themselves back to the elite. Where, you know, back in the day, where if you said we're gonna go and get Maldini, people would have laughed at you. Like, it's not happening. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what they're trying to get back to.
That's why you have to pay. That's why you have to pay the money.
No, we'll pay. Don't worry, say we won't go and pay.
And again, I'm not making an excuse because of Anthony. I'm just saying that this is the price, this is the market now. You have to go and do it. And maybe as fans now, we need to have a common opinion now on football and then pricing. That banter of, you spent money on this player now, it's going to be one of them where we have to understand the market now. Fans have just got to understand that this is what it is, and you have to accept it. If you want the player, go pay. It's like that Rafael Leao now. Okay, people say, he's had one good season, but if he costs 80 million, you got to play that 80 million. It's simple as that.
He's better value for money than Anthony Gordon for 60 million.
He's untouchable at 80 million. They will never sell him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you were to put that money in their face, they would consider it.
They have to, man. They're broke, man. They're broke, man. They're broke. You're right, Tobs. They can't say no to it.
They would consider it. There are better players out there to spend the money on, and
all Italian clubs.
They're not broke. Inter Milan are broke, not AC Milan.
Everyone in Italy is for sale. Everyone.
No,
everyone.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Everyone.
In fact, AC Milan, they got new owners. They were taken over on the new ownership last season. But I feel like with Milan, if you were to put down astronomical money, I think they would be tempted to sell their player, man. And
how much would Leao go for?
Leao, I reckon
60 to 80.
I think if you put like 65 to 70 million pounds down on the table for Leao, I think they will definitely come to the table.
No, you're crazy. You're crazy. No,
with the market, and I get there's a huge amount of inflation, but I also think these clubs that were buying these players off, like Gordon, they know what clubs they're dealing with in these negotiations. They know that if they ask Chelsea for X amount, there's a high possibility with the way Chelsea operate that they'll get it. We don't really operate like that. I know you'll disagree. We don't. We got Calvin Phillips for 42.5 million. That's much better value than Anthony Gordon for 60 million. We are more likely to walk away from deals. So it's kind of your own fault. You're shooting yourself in the foot by paying astronomical amounts for certain players. Because then when you go into further negotiations with clubs for other players, they will know what kind of operators you are like.
Yeah, I mean, they apparently they saw how quickly the fee was rising for Fofana, and they were like, "Well, come on now, let's get it for Gordon." And even with Gordon as well, he wasn't he wasn't someone we was going for from the start of the window. That was Rafinha Dembele, and then apparently Tuchel obviously seen him against Everton when we beat them 1-0, and he said that's the guy I want. So for me right now, it's more important more than ever that we get a DOF in. This is the first and last window where I want to see no DOF. I think some of the signings have been, some of them they've been great, but then obviously some of them I'm not too sure about. But the money that we're having to spend as well, in terms of value for money, I think we could obviously. You're saying the market's crazy, Saeed, but I think it's only as crazy as you make it with your own due diligence done. And I think, and with us, our managers are running our window. Ten Hag, Tuchel are running our windows, not real DOFs that have the whole scouting network and pool.
That's
and
my point.
11 hours on Football Manager, 11 p.m. all the way to the morning to go through Colombia and find someone. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I'm like, this has got to be the first and last window with no DOF. But if Gordon comes, I hope he delivers. Listen, there's been many a player that's come in for big fee that we've hyped up and thought we were going to do a madness, and they haven't done it. So keep him under the radar and low expectations, I guess. But when someone drops a fee like that on your head, the expectations are going to be high, man.
Maybe to be fair, I think maybe Saeed, you might be right with Leao, to be honest. Yeah. Because I'm thinking now, if you lot go through and buy Anthony for 90 million euros or whatever, why would Milan then sell Leao for less?
Yeah.
No, they want a lot, man.
Which is also crazy. We didn't speak on that, but that is mental money for Anthony. Mental money.
Mental.
Absolutely insane.
That's why he's here sitting here saying, "Oh,
no, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is.
You don't think it is? Come on, bro.
You don't think 90 million pounds is not insane money?
Last season, you told me Saka's worth 40 million last season.
No, but you know it was, You know it was. You have to put it in the context. Wild. I didn't say that. That was wild, But
that was wild.
When did I say that? When did I say that? Though? I said that last year. Hold on a minute. Let me I said that last January. So I said that last year in January. So I didn't say that. Like,
you said that a few months ago, my brother.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was a few months ago.
It was.
That was a few months ago.
It was a few months ago, bro. It was coming towards the end of the season.
Was that after Grealish and the transfer window we've seen, though? If we got back in context, though. No, I don't think it was.
No, you just mudded, bro. You mudded on that.
I need to check the L on that one, Saeed. But there's no way you can tell me that Anthony for 90 million pounds or euros, pounds or euros, there's no way you can tell me the fee is justifiable. Like, there's no way.
Okay, let me explain it. Let me explain it. Yeah, I think for me, there's certain ways I can look at it. Me as a fan, I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I don't really care, but I think it's as a result of what me and Matisse were talking about. The owners and what we have in the football club, they're not proactive in it. They were reactive to the situation, the market. I think we could have got him for about 50 million at the start of the window. That's my own opinion. If we acted early, as a result of that, and now Ajax at the last 5 or 6 days. They have every right to ask for.
No, that part I get. That part I get. That doesn't answer my question. Why is Anthony worth 90 million pounds?
Because Man United made it so. Because Man United made it so.
They haven't. They haven't made it so because they could easily just not buy him.
It's previous transfers. It's the way United have operated in the past has meant that clubs will negotiate with Man United will go, these idiots will pay the money we ask for.
No, it's not about that. Again, that is part of that. But what you got to realize, what you got to realize, let me just say something. Man United need Anthony. Ten Hag wants Anthony by any means, and he's said, you know what, go and get me that player. And the Glazers now are panicked because of the pressure of the Glazers out protest. They're now all of a sudden got money out of nowhere, and they're willing to pay it. Should it be the right case? No, we want to be proactive, get him at the start of the window. But right now, I'm not going to complain because at the end of the day, this is what Man United have done. We're so glazed out because we don't want to be that football club. We want to know that we have specific targets. We do it early. We do it properly as well. And
you're a fan. Of course, you're a fan, so you just want good players. And listen, for all intents and purposes, Anthony's actually a good player from what I've seen. But what I'm saying to you is, as good as he is, the fee is unjustified, and it will be a gross gross.
How many transfers?
People thought it was wild when I said that Rafinha.
This guy hasn't even got double figures.
Let me ask you a question.
People thought it was wild when Rafinha was going for 60. Like, trust me, it could get worse.
Side. And the ramifications this deal will have, on future deals is mental, bro.
No, but don't blame it on us. Don't blame it on us.
I'm not blaming, brother. I'm not blaming.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not your fault that we're in the state that we're in now, but you've contributed to it. Man United have definitely played their part in it.
Okay, can I make this
point? What I'm saying to you is that 90 million. Are you really telling me that one, Anthony's worth that money, and two, even though Ten Hag got Anthony, he can't find a player that's
is he worth that money? Probably not. Probably not. Is that's my if you want me to give you an answer, no, he's not worth 90 million. But my question is though, how many signings now are proportionate to the price tag? Like now, in terms of ability now, it's extortion now, inflation. We've got an inflating market. Let's not be kind of naive to understand that. We do have an inflating market, but also club owners and have to be more proactive and they have to negotiate early. Now they're not, and they're coming last minute thinking that they can go get players. Two things can be right. There is an inflating market, but also teams have to be proactive enough to get him at the start, not now when there's 5 days to window. And I have nothing against Ajax fans and Ajax as a whole that they want to ask for 90 million because at the end of the day, we're coming to them in the last couple of days.
Oh, no, that part I get. That part makes perfect sense. I'm talking about his valuation, and I feel like you keep skirting around it, but it's fine.
I'm not skirting around. I'm just asking the question, bro.
I'll drop it. I'm going to drop it.
How many? Pepe 72. How many there's been? There's too many.
I'm not gonna lie, that 70 to 100 million, it don't get you what you used to get in football, man. I'm telling you.
There you go then.
You think of who's in there, Kepa, Pepe. Like you think of who's actually occupying these spaces. Kai yet to deliver on a consistent basis. All these guys in this price range is insane.
You're putting the spotlight on him now, yeah?
Of course, bro. The spotlight was on him last season. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Toby don't miss, boy. When as soon as he hears that name,
when he sees the opportunity, he just hones in.
How's Gray doing? Is he all right? And Willock, when you go back to beefing them players.
Oh yeah. They're busted. I won.
You finished with them.
I won.
Before we get a prediction from you, AC Milan, Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb for the Champions League group should get it done.
Yeah. I mean, I have no complaints about that. AC Milan's a fun one. Tomori, Giroud, looking forward to that. And then I think it should be a battle between us and AC for top spot. We should be taking top spot though. Happy with that.
Yeah, cool. Prediction.
Come on,
Leicester.
Well, the Elite Nines are mad. There's none.
Leicester prediction.
Sorry, Chelsea. Yeah. So I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1.
There's something about Maddison, man. Maddison free kick is just a problem.
3-1 Chelsea. I just think Chelsea are, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. But if there's any team that's messier than Chelsea right now, it's Leicester. So 3-1 Chelsea. Hugh.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Saeed.
I'm thinking of going for the 1-0 Chelsea's, but Maddison's out injured. Yeah.
Hey! What do you mean Maddison's out injured? Hold on.
Now do your homework, man. Get on with it. Move on. Done.
Yeah, we've moved.
Do your homework, brother.
Some bullshit, man.
Big up the chat, man. Big up the chat.
I've done my homework.
Oh, really?
So what did you say, Saeed?
I said 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 as well. Grizz?
3-0 Chelsea. Come on, boy. Come on, Kai. King Kai.
Tobes, you back in that?
3-1.
3-1. That's all of the Chelsea predictions in. How many we got here? 6.3k people. Another reminder, in the chat, there's a pinned comment. There's an Instagram link there. Hit that link. Go over to the Instagram for the Football Content Awards Best Podcast Premier League. Make sure you tag the Big Six Show there, at the Big Six Show on Instagram. On Monday's show, I'll bring in the Twitter link. And on the next Thursday's show, I'll bring in the website link so we get through all of them. But for today, tonight, whatever time it is, wherever you're tuning in, head over to Instagram, use that link. It'll take you right to the post and tag us underneath it so we can go get the gold award this year. Hopefully. Moving on, Liverpool, Bournemouth. Klopp's got a big one on his hands, easy tie. on paper, Grizz. What were we saying?
Yeah,
Actually,
man,
sorry, my bad. Super chats. Nearly forgot. Tevin says, my G Matisse, will you be cool with Fofana, Oba, and Gordon? Spending would be brazy, but would it culminate in improvement?
Would I be cool with it? I mean, that much money spent, I'm not particularly impressed with what we get for that money. But if Tuchel wants it, then I'm happy for him. Happy to back him.
You know what that sounded like? You see the Pep Guardiola interview. I'm so happy. Matisse is not happy with the outlay for the players in return.
The answer is no. The answer is no, in short.
The answer is definitely no.
Big up Dial Square in the building. Says Chelsea are a joke. If you come in at 60 million, you got a bang. But for 100 million, you can do what you like. Obviously referencing Lukaku there. Saheem says, Matisse always says, quote, let us see how Arsenal cope with Europa League. Don't go far. You guys haven't even started playing Champions League and you're struggling. So how would you cope too?
Yeah, but we're used to this, innit? You guys are not used to Europe last season.
One year out, we're not used to Europe.
So, yeah. So I'm glad Turkish is clapping back and defending his club now. I'm not used to. I'm not used to an Arsenal retort. I was looking at Grizz. Grizz is looking down at his homework. I'm thinking it's all good. We're good. I can just cuss. I feel like I used to just be able to cuss Arsenal and just keep it moving. Now Turkey's got something to say about
it. Not moving in silence, but not moving in silence.
My head was. I was listening to Matisse. My head was about to rise. Yeah, my head was about to rise, and as it was rising, I heard Turkish. I just went back down again.
Cool. Mo says Madrid bought United Ronaldo for 80 million. Inflation for transfers has been insane. Gordon is not worth 60. Chelsea should target Leao from AC Milan. Sultana says disrespecting Grizz his stream. Third, we have ballers like Bergwijn, Timber, hopefully Ziyech. Chelsea wanting 40 mil is like paying for a quickie. Chelsea in the mud, says Ayub. They're going to lose to Leicester and see Tuchel blaming the stadium light because it blinded the players. What did you two say?
No, Matisse, Toby's saying he's probably an Ajax fan.
Yeah, he definitely is, yeah.
Thank you.
Matisse, Super Gremlin by Kodak should be our new Gremlin anthem song. The song is fire. If you could use in an intro one time, that would be lit. Also, put Big Steve onto Kodak. Imagine Big Steve
listens to Kodak Black already, for sure.
You guys should do a forfeit for FPL. Want to see Grizz eating a chili. He's not rating your chances in FPL, Grizz.
Jeez. You don't know, innit? You don't know me that well.
Tevin says, easy for SAEED to talk about market when you're ready to drop 90 million on Anthony. Malinovsky from Atalanta will be a better fit than Gordon. On the right side of the Chelsea attack will cost.
Yeah, shout that.
Spurs won him, innit?
He's a good player. He's 29 though, but he's a good player. I like him.
Oh, he's 29.
He's 29, yeah.
I did not know that.
Davide says 60 million, you're crazy. AC Milan aren't broke, they don't need to sell, and there's 5 days left in the market. You'd have to pay 25% more.
Fair enough.
Usman, SAEED, wallahi, you said that about Saka a couple of months ago. I had to threaten you with unsubscribing to get you to take it back.
Listen, I want to check my receipts, man.
We got HK and music as well. Always supporting here every week. It's 75 million pounds, not 90 million.
Yeah. I think you meant euros, though, didn't you, Tobs?
Yeah.
Does that make it better? I'm so confused.
What do you mean? Does it make it better? The currency is wrong.
Even if the currency is wrong, 75 million.
Why are you focused on the 90 million euros? Why don't you focus on 75 million?
Because I heard 90 million quid, bro. That's what I've heard.
But then I'm going to correct you, brother. Yeah,
you can correct me, but what I'm saying is 75 million still doesn't.
Does that change your mindset about Anthony? Does that change your mindset?
You know what? You went. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
No, but I just asked you a question. Does it change your mindset about Anthony for 75 now?
Nah, it doesn't really. Nah.
What do you think he's worth to you? What would you price him at?
Well, Anthony?
50, 60. 50, 60.
50, 60, yeah.
50, 60 at max. 50.
Yeah, 50 at max. Yeah.
So we paid 15 over the odds.
Why didn't you give 15? Why didn't you give that 15 million extra to Frankie De Jong and his wages and get that deal?
We'll see in it, man. Not long left in it.
Yeah, you're so
we're not seeing
confident.
that.
Then Toby can have the last laugh.
That's not happening.
Don't go anywhere.
No good away.
Yeah, 7 days to go. We're here next Thursday, people, to close out deadline day. So make sure you're here. Tevin says Turkish has been loading his clips for years. It's about to be Rambo season if Arsenal continue. Big up Tevin. That's a few super chats into there. Love for the love. Actually, Jamal's one here as well. Been here since day one from Copenhagen. Remember me, Turkish? I do, Jamal. It's been a little while. Can't lie. I'm disappointed, Grizz. Big up the guys, especially you, Turkish, and my Mali brother.
Look. Jamal, we love you, bro. I love your country. I love your food, everything. I love you. I love your name, everything. I was just telling Toby about Champions League atmospheres and how he was telling, like, there's a hotbed of Champions League ground. It's a little bit of a mix-up. Toby explained himself. I respect Toby's opinion on holidays. It's all over. No disrespect to your country.
It's all over. All right, Grizz, back to you straight away. Liverpool, Bournemouth, chance to bounce back. Home fixture should get it done.
Yeah. We need to not only get it done, we need to just show something. Show me life, show me energy, show me something, man. We're just, when I'm down about Liverpool, you know it's peak. Because you know, guys, I'm a half full type of guy, positive guy, but just a lethargy, man. It's like a hangover from last season. And I can't put my foot. The obvious one will be the obvious thing where the violins start coming out, so I don't want to go down that route. But that's no excuse. It is what it is, man. We have to pick ourselves up and go and smash the cherries, man. Bournemouth, Scott Parker's got a little thing over us, man. He was the last. Yeah, I mean, he's got good results against us before as well. So I'm not saying it's going to be complicated, but we need to make it not complicated, if you guys know what I mean. We ain't started fast. We need to start fast and get that early goal. I know if we get that early goal, it could be long for them. It really could be long. But we haven't scored early. In fact, we've conceded 8 out last 7-8 games. Someone in the chat, if there's a Liverpool fan left in the chat, someone tell me what the stat is. I think 8 out of 9 games we've lost the lead first. So we can't be affording to do that, even against Bournemouth, because just automatically the pressure builds. But we need to go out guns blazing, man. We need to come out guns blazing. But we haven't done that. We're missing all the strikers, man. Nunes, fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? Put his head in that man's
How many
chest.
is he? Three games ban, is he?
Yeah, he's this one, and then he's missing Newcastle in midweek as well.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's peak.
Wow.
Yeah, it's peak. Jota's out for another 4 weeks left. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? We've got to do with what we've got to do.
What changes would you make to the team that plays United?
I need to start Carvalho, man. I need to start Fabio Carvalho. Yeah, man. I need to start him. He looked bright against Man United when he came in.
Him and Elliot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm doing it.
You should just go for it, man. Just go for it.
I'm doing it. But whether Klopp's doing it,
yeah, whether Klopp's doing it, I don't see why you wouldn't. I really don't see why you wouldn't. I think everybody was talking.
If we can't put him in for a debut at home to Bournemouth, then it's peak. It's long.
Yeah.
Can I just say? Do you reckon Klopp is being stubborn maybe in his selection just to prove a point to FSG that, I need players? The fact that he's playing Henderson and Milner.
Surely you're not playing that game.
I don't listen. I don't want to put words into people's mouths and whatnot, but do you reckon he would do that? Like, again, if he plays it now, when you need a bit of life in there, you need a bit of energy. Matisse talks about Carvalho playing there. Because
I'm not sure about that. That's a proper good question. You're not trolling. So anyone that thinks Saeed's trolling,
I never troll. I ask questions.
No, you do troll. But this is a serious question. That's a very good question. And you know what? I'm not sure, but to segue into something about Klopp, I questioned his. This is going to come out wrong. Let me rephrase that. I questioned his private parts. No. I questioned his like he was a brave manager when he first came over, home and away. Regardless of the position, he played brave attacking teams. There's sometimes where I think he's a bit too pragmatic. And it's only happened recently in the last couple of seasons. It's not happened in the previous season, the previous 4 seasons. I think he needs to go out a bit, balls out. And that's like going back to Matisse's question, like play both of them? Yeah, play both of them. Move Diaz around? Yeah, give Diaz a free role. Diaz when Diaz has been given a bit of freedom, he's been looked at different player as opposed to trying to play like Sadio. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? Like if you're gonna try to play like Sadio, it's long because Sadio is one of the all-time greats at Premier League. You know what I mean? He perfected that position for Liverpool. For Liverpool before people go mad and wild. Yeah, you ain't gonna do that straight away. But Diaz, when he's been given a free role, like he was given a little bit of a free role against Palace, he went mad. Even the other day, even against Fulham, when he's given like more of a floating role, he looks different. So that, and of course, the big dogs need to stand up. Virgil's been atrocious. Henderson's been atrocious. Fabinho's been the worst. And Mohamed Salah needs to wake up as well. Wake up, bro. You got your contract. Now deal with the matter. So if you're not going to deal with the matter at home to Bournemouth, long season, as I've been saying it. And I've been saying it to other teams, but it's going to apply to me. You know what I mean? The way of the wicked world. But
what is a long season?
Long season is fighting for top four, Matisse.
That's
insane. Long season.
You would never mention in that conversation before.
That's long season. I still don't expect us to be fighting for top four before people say about. But I know there's only so many points you can drop against Man City. That's where my despondency comes from. My despondency doesn't come from people misinterpreted it last week. People are saying, "Oh, he's given up." Clipped up. I was clipped up on Twitter saying, "Oh, GRIZZ is giving up. Top Red's giving up." I haven't given up the season. I'm just saying, realistically, you have to be realistic. When you got 2 points out of 9, and Man City are consistently getting 92 plus points, you have to be real. But I'm still holding my chest against the rest of the teams. It's not a top 4 race at the moment. But if we don't pick up a win against Bournemouth, long season.
I think it's too early to write, like, to say it's over. But
not if we don't beat Bournemouth, Matisse.
I think the transfer window.
Yeah.
I think the window will tell us what you're doing.
I don't think the window makes any difference now. You see,
you don't think you're not getting anyone. It's just
no. Even if we do, so let's say we bring in
a midfielder.
Let's say we bring in Tielemans for argument's sake, or just whatever for the conversation purpose. We know Tielemans plays in a different system, in a different way. We know Klopp is very meticulous with his midfielders, how he plays. That's another month of coaching and training and learning how we're going to play. By then, the rest of the players should be back as well. It's too late. We should have brought this midfielder in early, like we do with the other players. We had it all sorted. But when we had it all sorted, when we finished our business, we had 9 midfielders options. Yeah, this is where people are getting confused. When you have 9 options,
you have midfielders.
When you have 9 options, asking for more at that stage doesn't make sense. Even if you want more. Because Klopp and his coaches are saying, we've got 9 options, relax, we know who we want, we're going to wait. But where the angle of frustration comes from is Jurgen Klopp said, unless injuries happen or someone wants to go. Nobody wanted to go because Ox got injured. And now we're left with 4 midfielders, people. You know what 4 options are? Elliott, Milner, Henderson, Fabinho. There are 4 options right now left. The others are out for at least 4 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks.
Carvalho will make it 5, isn't it?
Carvalho still disputed whether he's a midfielder or an attacker. You get me?
I think it's just not being ruthless enough with the likes of Ox and the likes of Keita and saying, do you know what? You guys are not giving me week in, week out durability, availability. I'm getting rid.
100%.
Maybe he's too nice in that respect.
100%.
Kind of like I'll say Tuchel is sometimes. Sometimes I'll say Tuchel's too nice because he's nice with Ruben and Gallagher. And that's all
for me.
Guys, but he still needs more. Do you know what I mean?
For me, the biggest question mark against Klopp has always been whether he's ruthless enough to build another team and let go of his people that has done him great. And he's facing that right now. These people have done him great, but he's got to be ruthless enough to know when to let him go. At the moment, he's not showing me that. At the moment, only over the next 2-3 windows, we'll see if he shows that. He needs to show it. Yeah. But yeah, as far as Saturday's concerned, and people, by the way, I see some people chatting shit about me. You know I'm going to block you now, and then you're going to cry again. So they know who they are. Yeah, you're all going to cry. They all beg for forgiveness afterwards, but you know I'm blocking you. The Liverpool people.
Oh, okay.
Not the other ones. Other ones cuss me. You're good. But the Liverpool ones, two-faced ones, I see you. Yeah, this week, bro, if we don't win a minimum 2-0, I'm going to say 3-0, Turkish. 3-0.
No, I was going to say just before the prediction, Ajax, Napoli, Rangers.
Oh.
What you would make of that, but
Yeah, proper grounds in it. We're talking atmosphere.
Wow.
Talk to me, Tobes. Talk to me. These are atmospheric grounds, bro. These are the ones where you want to go, man. Ajax, Napoli, Rangers. You're on mute and stay there.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go to these. I said we said these. We said this on your channel. We said this on your channel. We said that these grounds away are sick, but you don't want to go because you're a little bit scared. Innit?
So, a little bit what?
You're a little bit scared, innit?
I goes to Matisse. I goes to him. He goes to me. Yeah, Rangers. I said, nah, man. Community man, family man.
You
I don't
can't
want to
go
go
to
Rangers.
Rangers. No, Rangers is not
He
big.
goes Napoli. I go, no, I ain't getting Italy, bro.
Napoli bad,
family
I
man.
can't even lie.
I know Rangers Liverpool's at Ibrox is going to be madness.
But
That's
Ajax,
They got
big
ultras in it.
task
They got
for the
ultras.
yeah. But Ajax,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Ajax. I think I'm gonna go to Ajax. Amsterdam.
Yeah, man,
you know?
good trip.
Young days, old
You're
days. You know what I
on
mean?
point, Farina.
Uni days. You know what I mean? Bring back them vibes, man.
You're not gonna go to
Watch out
sunny
for
Glasgow,
Bergwijn.
no? Not
Watch
gonna
out
do
for
sunny
Bergwijn.
Glasgow.
Now Glasgow's peak. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's like
Sunny.
Rangers, ultras.
Man said
Yeah,
sunny
it's not.
Glasgow.
Yeah, it's not easy.
You
can't
wouldn't
sit in
talk
the home
about
end as
Glasgow
well.
the way you talked about Copenhagen, would you?
Nah. but from a footballing point of view, we should look to get through. Ajax have been stripped because of all their players. Some bad boy players gone from them. Obviously Sebastian Haller, what's his name? The one from Man United, Gravenberch,
Yeah,
Anthony as well. Hopefully,
potentially, yeah.
So that's for, the right back. Gone to Bayern?
Martinez, yeah.
Mazarawi.
Mazarawi, yeah.
Mazarari. So you're looking
Pico's
for.
left as well.
Has he?
He was meant to leave. Yeah, one sec. Let me double check.
You
He's
keep
got to
doing these ones,
Lyon.
innit?
Got to Lyon.
He keeps talking about meant to leave ones, man.
Yeah,
But
Tagliafico
yeah,
went
we-
to Lyon, man.
Yeah, I knew it.
yeah.
He's got
I mean,
to
I don't
leave.
know the replacements at the top of my head. People can tell me if they replace them with big like bad boys. They don't really. They usually just find a few youngsters to replace them.
They brought
Oh, yeah, we should-
Bergwijn. Bergwijn's a big one, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said
Spurs.
that already. Watch out for Bergwijn.
But
They
yeah,
actually signed someone from
I'm
Rangers.
okay with the group. Rangers going to be feisty. Rangers going to be a big boy game, like old school Battle of Britain type thing. But Ajax,
Man
good
said
footballing team. But let's see, man. I'm confident.
Do you know Bassi, Tobes, Nigerian centre back from Rangers?
Centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's joined Ajax.
he plays crap for Nigeria, but he played quite well for Rangers last season. Obviously, he went to Ajax as well, right?
Yeah,
But they lost to
29.
Nana.
He got a red card in his debut.
Oh, yeah, they've
Yeah,
lost.
he got a red
They've
card,
lost
yeah.
a lot, man. Tagliafico left as well. Leon, don't know if that was mentioned. Oh, Nano, yeah, in Milan.
Yeah. So I mean, Napoli for me are still. They've come back strong again this season. They keep losing their players, but they keep coming strong. I know everyone's talking about they lost Mertens, and obviously Koulibaly, but
Yeah.
they got one brother. I'm not even going to pretend to say his
Mate,
name. People,
The Georgian. People
need to
crazy.
spell his name in the chat for me,
Crazy.
Who?
Crazy.
bro. This
Yeah.
guy's
Cabra, whatever his name is, he looks mad. And they got Ndombele. Watch out. Watch out for my boy.
Stop.
Watch out for my boy.
No, I ain't speaking yet. Until we dealt with the matter, I ain't speaking because these
up,
things
man?
come
It's
back
all
to
tricky
haunt me.
games, though. It's all tricky games.
Yeah, this brother, man, Kavisha, something. Yeah, Kavisha, man, he's a baller.
Oh,
Yeah,
from
Martiella, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, one of the best strikers out there who hasn't been snapped up, Victor Osimhen. I keep saying it.
Yeah,
I keep saying it. Absolute purest number 9, man. Brute force as well. So one of those type of players that we've been struggling with recently. So yeah, man.
What do you think? Your prediction?
Bournemouth, I'm gonna say 3-0.
3-0. Tobs?
I'm gonna go for 3-0 as well.
3-0. Matisse?
4-0.
4-0. I'm going 4-0. Hugh?
3-0 for me as well.
3-0.
SAEED, you was right about them tactics, you know.
Hey, I'll go 3-0 as well.
I told you, I know about these tactics.
What did you say, Saeed? 3-0, yeah?
No. I know about these tactics. All right. Okay.
Cool. Let me just get the super chats in. Liverpool. Kevin says,
Okay.
Liverpool got to get back to glory soon. If not, I doubt even Snickers could help GRIZZ. Obviously, sending that in earlier. Ben says Liverpool's midfield depth almost as shocking as Chelsea signing Aubameyang.
No, that's going to be a good signing, man. If Chelsea get Aubameyang, that's a serious signing.
You're really backing that one, isn't it, Grizz?
He's going to score goals for you, man.
Right. Lorenzo Luca gonna boss Van Dijk, says JML. And Jamal again says, did you guys see Leon Rocky knock the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman? Unbelievable head kick. I know it's a bit out there. I know, come on, I definitely watched it. It was mad. It was mad. Usman will probably beat him in a rematch, wrestle him for 5 rounds, but that knockout was mad. That's what he had to do. That was the only way he was going to beat him. You watched it as well, yeah?
I didn't watch it, but I woke up the morning and I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, it was mad. I think the rematch will be in the UK as well, so I'm definitely going to that. But yeah, that's all the super chats for Liverpool. Couple more predictions to run through. Toby, Nottingham Forest away.
We have to win. No sugarcoating it, no gassing it up for what it needs to be. We just have to go there and win. They've signed like 19 odd players. We need to take advantage of the fact that they're still a team that probably don't even know their best XI and still need to sort of mesh so many players into their side. So playing them early on and the newly promoted side, we just need to go there and get the job done. So I'm going to leave it at that and say we're going to win 2-0.
2-0. You lot are aware, yeah? 2-0, cool. Matisse?
Yeah, Tottenham, I think this could be tough for them, you know. It's been a bit of a up and down performance-wise start, but obviously they're bagging the results. I think I need to put something interesting out there. I'm going to go 1-1. Go 1-1.
Something interesting, 1-1. I'm going 3-1 Tottenham. Hugh?
2-1 Tottenham.
2-1. SAEED?
Who's at home? Nottingham Forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tottenham are not scoring many goals. I'm going to go for 2-1 as well.
2-1 as well. Where are we? And GRIZZ?
2-0. Spurs.
2-0 as well. Cool. That's all the predictions in. We did have a couple super chats from earlier. Toby, do you think Bradley Dack is good enough for the Premier League?
I've not really been keeping tabs with Bradley Dack over the past couple of seasons, so I wouldn't know.
Who is he?
Have we just been baited there?
Blackburn. Plays for Blackburn.
Blackburn.
No, Bradley Dack actually plays for Blackburn.
Why do you keep getting these Blackburn questions from? It's actually jokes.
I don't know. He was on fire a couple seasons ago, so but I've not really
Their
heard.
striker might be leaving. Their striker.
I've not really heard of him recently. But to be honest, we were meant to be in for that Blackburn young centre back as well. Sign him and loan him back. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Big up missing always here as usual. Let me see Dyer, Davies, and Lenglet play Champions League football on a Wednesday and early kickoff on a Saturday. Let me see something.
Yeah.
You go and see something, boy.
Let's see it.
You go see something, boy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Romeo out for a month.
Say no more.
Romero's back next week, bro.
Is he? Oh, fuck.
Well, back for the midweek fixture, yeah?
I think he might even be available for this weekend.
Ah.
COO says, Tobes, do you rate Harry Winks? Could he work as a De Jong alternative? Always looked great in possession on the pitch and still need a partner for Casemiro.
He's the best midfielder in the world, bro. Please. We'll even give him to you for 20 million. I'm sure he'll slot right in at Man United. He's that.
You're a shameless guy.
And last but not least, Tevin again. Toby, if you guys don't have a solid showing and get outplayed again, but still get the win, any cause for concern?
No.
Short but sweet answer. Cool. 6.3k in the building. Still hit the like button, people. Subscribe to Hugh, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, Matisse, THUGGERY. Subscribe here as well. I'm close to 70k, so make sure you're subscribed. Put the notification bell on as always. And yeah, Arsenal home to Fulham. Fulham have had quite a good start to the season. I can't lie.
They're unbeaten.
1-2 draws.
They drew to Liverpool, drew to Wolves, and they beat Brentford. They're on 5 points.
Yeah, they've had a good start to the season. That Brentford one, when Brentford came from 2 down, usually you see that sway towards the side that's fought back, but they managed to get it over that. And even against Wolves, they missed a penalty in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and that was away from home. So Arsenal can't take it lightly, but we're in good form. It's a newly promoted
at home
side.
as well.
We're at home. Mitrovic against Saliba and Gabriel will be interesting. I want to see how they deal with him.
Midfield battle as well, man, because I think that Paulinho,
yeah, he's
doing business, man. I don't know how Fulham got this Paulinho, brother, but fair play. Proving to be one of the signs of the season so far. You know,
so far. Even Pereira's hit the ground.
Pereira, bro, FPL, man, he's doing bits for me, FPL, you know. Can't lie to you. You know?
But yeah, we can't take them lightly, but we should get the job done, really.
Yeah.
We've got fully fit squads. Yeah. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal.
You're away from home, are you?
No, home.
No, home. We've got 2 home games in a row now.
3-1 Arsenal. Hugh?
Yeah, I think it should be straightforward for Arsenal. Just keep building momentum. 3-0.
3-0. SAEED?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1. GRIZZ?
3-0.
3-0. TOBS?
3-1.
3-1.
What?
Matisse. He said 3-1.
Oh,
I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1. So a few 3-1s, couple of 3-0s, 1-2-1. One super chat here from Ibby. First time since Partey's arrived, we're not relying on him to make that first line breaking pass. The ball retention that Zinchenko adds is massive. Yeah, listen, the summer signings.
I swear I've heard that before. Like, it's really starting to like resonate in my brain. I swear I've heard that exact same sentence on the last show. It's just going around in circles. This Zinchenko prop, man, it's a lot for me right now.
It's making you sick, yeah?
Right, it's just you see the money inflations we were talking about, and then it's ridiculous. I think it's actually mad. I'm not happy about it still.
Yeah, we've done nice. We've done good still. It's good to see you like this because of Arsenal. It's been a little while, man. It's been a little. In fact, this is the first time since we've all got together as a collective. So yeah, long may it continue. That's all the super chats. All the predictions are in. People, 6.2K here. We're going to be back Monday, 9 p.m. as usual. But listen, before we go, make sure you go over to that Instagram link. Make sure you tag us under the best podcast Premier League for the Football Content Awards. It's in the live chat now. I'll put it in the comment section as well. For everyone watching after, it'll be pinned in the comment section. I've got a super chat here. I'll just save that to the side for a second, Tevin. Subscribe to everyone. I've just reminded you guys. FM London, the sponsor. I shouldn't need to remind you there. 10% off. Use that link in the description. FPL code in the description. The official website in the description. Just subscribe. Show some love all around, people. You know what it is already. Let me see what Tevin is saying. I think this is good for us that Partey isn't required to do as much. Could help with his longevity. It could, because the injuries have cost us over the years. Where are we? Voice of the Villains. My bad, because you sent a super chat in last show. One of the previous shows. I was meant to get back to you on Twitter. For this one coming, I'm already sorted for a Villa fan. But what I'll do is I'll bring you for the return fixture over your sides later on this season. So message me again tonight and we'll sort. Well, we can't sort it out for the second half of the season yet, but we'll keep in contact until that time comes. Everyone else, love for the love. 5.8K still here. Hit the like button on the way out. Like I said, we are back Monday, 6 p.m. Actually, I'm rusty. I'm rusty because I keep forgetting to show the prediction table, and Hugh deserves some credit because he's got 3 correct scores in the first 3 games.
Right.
Here is the prediction table.
I like that. I like that a lot.
He's put up a little bit of a,
He's got a lead there.
He's got a lead.
Yeah, for the people listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, Hugh is in the lead with 3 correct scores and 14 points. Matisse and SAEED are tied in second place, 1 correct score each, both on 11 points. I'm next up, no correct scores, 9 points. Toby's next up, 8 points, no correct scores, and GRIZZ on 7 points, also no correct scores. So early days and an early lead for Hugh.
7 points,
long season,
Long season, man.
Long season. We'll leave it at that, people. We'll leave it at that.
You don't want to start on me, man. Get out of here.
What's
Right,
going
right,
on?
let's have it, let's have it.
Paqueta for 60 million euros.
GRIZZ, have you got a second sport?
Yeah.
Good.
Foot golf.
I beat you in that as well.
On that note, people, love for the love. We're out. Peace.